sunshine's here. It's on its way. So,
at the end of the road,
I'm going to be just chilling out today. The next 4 days, it's chill out time. Do a few things, do vlogs, have a mooch around, and we're going to go to try Pizza Hut, all you can eat Pizza Hut. So we're going to try that tomorrow. If Jan wants to, yeah. I think Jan will anyway.
80 yards, turn right.
So we're just having a nosy now at the minute.
Right.
And having a drive about.
After 100 yards, turn left, then turn left.
Do you know what? You get sick to death.
Turn left, then turn left.
Telling you what to do. So yeah.
Turn left.
Oh. Let me just delete her for a minute, turn her voice down. That's better. I've turned the sat-nav voice off. That's better. I've turned the sat-nav voice off. So now it's we've done a few things and we're just basically now looking forward to getting away, having a bit of a break, and it can't come soon enough. But like I say, with work commitments and being a little bit more busy than usual, we've not had the time to do anything. I just wish that these e-scooters would become legal. Can't understand why it keeps extending it and extending it. In Nottingham at the minute, there's no, the e-scooters have just disappeared. There's no e-scooters like Bird or anything like that. There's none. A lot of electric bikes, but no e-scooters. Basically, the laws on these e-scooters, I understand where they're coming from. For people riding them, playing havoc with them and things like that, but gave us the higher scooters, and like I said, there's none in Nottingham at the minute. They just took them away. And to be perfectly fair, it does look a lot tidier because there's no scooters lying on the floors or anything like that. But when you've got your own personal e-scooter, you're not going to leave it lying about, are you? You're going to take it over, you're going to look after it. Well, most people do. Because there's nothing more enjoyable. I mean, Jan can't walk very far with that plant. She's got plantar fasciitis, whatever it's called, and she's tried everything. She's due for some more injections on it. But the thing is, it helps her. So, like, if we go to a park, you can ride around it, or if she wants to go anywhere, just nip somewhere, have a little bit of enjoyment. Allowed to use them on private land with permission of the landlord. And what puzzles me is private landowners will let you ride electric bikes around them, but they won't let you ride electric scooters. And it's one of my big pet hates at the minute. Wanted to ride it on private land, but they won't let me. And all it is obviously it doesn't go more than 15 mile an hour, the scooter, but it's just a bit of enjoyment taken away from us. Now, if the government says they legalise them, I think they won't legalise them for one simple reason. People are going to end up using the buses or taxis and things like that, so that's reducing the income. But what they're going to look at is also reducing the emissions. So if you're riding an electric scooter, there's no emissions on that electric scooter. It's going green, isn't it? Pushing this electric cars, electric this, electric that, which we haven't got the structure to, infrastructure basically to give the electric power for the cars. There's not enough power points for cars. But electric scooters, just for a little bit of people using, going to and from work, local areas, I can't see the problem with it. Can't see a problem whatsoever. But there's always going to be somebody who moans about it. I know they've had a few issues and accidents with them and things like that, but they've had it with push bikes, they've had it with skateboards, they've had it with cars, you have it with buses. As long as they put the law out that you have to be, I don't know, over the age of 18 or 21. But just give something to us to let us know that we can ride them, as long as we're responsible. Even if it means having some insurance on them, public liability insurance. People will probably pay it. You can't expect to put a registration plate on them, like some of them do, when you don't have one for an electric bike. It's just a joke, isn't it? Not being able to ride an electric scooter. It'll come to a time where we will be able to, but there'll be loads and loads of regulations, rules, what you can and can't do. But how many people do you still see riding them? Police cars going past them. And they don't do anything, they don't say anything. But it'd be my luck if I did, I'd get the points on my licence, which you really don't want that for riding a scooter. So you wait for the law and keep telling you it's going to change, it's coming out this year, it's coming out. But now, 2024, there's still nothing. Nothing's happened with it. Have you got an electric scooter? Do you ride yours even though there's rules and regulations that you can't ride them unless you're on private land? So, what scooter have you got and what's your... I mean, we've got the Pure. They're still selling them. If you can't, and the government's earning money off them because they're selling them anyway. So if you can't buy them, why is the government letting us buy them, being able to buy them? Why are they letting them sell them to us? Stopping cigarettes for a certain age now, whatever it is, and they can put that in straight away. So why can't they do something with the scooters? It's the UK, innit? They love telling us what to do, taking our enjoyment away from us. That's all it is. So anyway, we've got 4 days off and we're going to enjoy it. What we're going to do, we don't know. is a place where we can go with these electric scooters, and they've allowed us to go on with them on private land. I keep saying public land, on private land. You go to Tenerife and there's them scooters around everywhere. Like I said, the mobility scooters as well as the two-wheel scooters, and it's all just, it helped, to me it helped Jan when we was away, because she couldn't walk that far, not with her foot how it is, and it got us a little bit further, which we wouldn't have been able to do without them. Another scooter just going past, I can't show you, but he's on one. Not occurred in the world. Baseball hat on. I see loads of them on the road. Nobody says anything. But with me driving all the time and having to drive for my job, I don't want points on my licence. Otherwise I'd think, sod it, let's get out on it. I might try and clean them up over the weekend anyway. They've not been out for a while. Charge them up, clean them up, and see if Jan wants to go to this park where we are allowed to ride them, because it is private land. Don't get me wrong, I love my hometown where I come from, Merseyside, but there's nothing there for me anymore. It's just a different way of life, I think. Here you've got all this countryside, green. Back home it's like cement buildings. First thing you realise when you come living in rural areas, you don't see many police cars. That was the first thing I noticed. There was no police cars. A lot of country pubs. Maybe just passing one, the Fox Inn. That's a nice place. Yeah, it's nice. I always remember when me and Jan first got together and I said, would she come and live in Merseyside? She couldn't at that time. But when she was down visiting, well, she went to Liverpool on the previous videos, she loved it. She loved it. It's a big difference. The trip out didn't mean as much to me as what it meant to Jan, because Jan's never been. I've been promising her for years, and 14 years it took to take her to Liverpool. And now she wants to go back again. Probably another 14 years. Well, it's been a scorcher of a day today. I think it's been 26 today, 24, 26. And tomorrow's going to be even hotter. But what I've done is I've just nipped to Newark. I just want to do a bit of photographs, because I've been up while I've been working, but I wanted to take some photographs of the place, because there was some buildings there. And then I'm going to do a video on the photographs of what I've done eventually. Yeah, it's nice to be in the countryside. Driving is totally different as well. More enjoyable. This is what I like about comes out again. There you go. It's probably whitewashed this, with the sunblock's come out. But yeah. I think now, what would they say, at peace with yourself. I'm enjoying my life a little bit, well, a lot more now than what I did. I've got them monkeys off my shoulders. I think what makes your life unbearable is when you've got everybody else's grief on your shoulders. Family's one of them where you worry about your family, but not anymore. But it's just, life can change so quick. Feel alone at times where your family's never been in touch with me. But you get past that stage, you think to yourself, well, if you're not in the thoughts, it was better never really concerned to them. Basically, all I'm doing now is just getting on with my life and enjoying it. And do you know what? The more I forget about my past and the things I've done, and I can't explain it, but the more I enjoy doing what I do now. I love vlogging. It takes my mind off a lot of things. Love making videos, love editing. It's like driving along now, I just feel like I'm rabbiting on, which I probably am. But it's things what's coming in my mind, what I'm telling you about. It's nice to have people who watch the channel come along and see what I do during the day. Yeah, it might be driving or gadgets or hobbies I'm doing or photography or whatever, but I'm enjoying it. And I think it's about occupying your mind, getting out there and doing something. When you're sat on a settee, you're basically chilling out. You've got to motivate yourself to do something, and that's what I'm doing. Motivating myself to do something. It's like country lanes. Forever seeing motorbikes. Motorbikes just everywhere. Just can't get used to seeing how many motorbikes. There's one behind me now, so he'll overtake me in a minute. And then there's a village which I'm gonna go to. I'll go to this village now and I'll show you how many motorbikes keep going past. Loads of them. Loads of motorbikes. In a quiet little village. village like that with so many bikes in it. I think, to be honest, it was just having a meeting at the local pub. But it is good to see bikers.
At the end of
I like
the road,
bikes.
turn left.
I like bikes.
Turn left.
I just don't like it. This sat nav telling me what to do. This is forever telling me what to do. So, what plans have you lot got for the nice sunny days we've got coming?
After 80 yards, turn right.
Okay, I'm going to have to top up my tan.
Turn right.
So anyway, thanks for watching. Please, you've only come along with me for a little bit of a
After
drive,
100
a little bit of a chat,
yards,
a bit of a moan.
Turn left. Then turn left.
But hit that subscribe button.
Turn left.
Give us a
Then
thumbs up.
Turn left.
Even if I bored you, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you all soon on the next one. Bye for now.
Turn left.